Hi, welcome to Rotten Rebel. I'm here with the one and only Sandra Solomon Fragrance.
Hi everyone.
Make sure you head on over to Sandra Solomon Fragrance's channel. You can find that in the description below. So today, right here, right now, we are going to compare Ralph Lauren Ralph's Club Parfum against the original. Both of these are fragrances that are quite easy to wear and quite versatile. So this is going to be really interesting. Like always, we have prepared fragrance strips with the dry downs, but let's start with the original. So some of the notes in Ralph's Club are lavender, clary sage, Virginia cedar, and vetiver.
Fresh and aromatic opening. Not so unique, but really good. This is something that most people enjoy, and it's kind of a likable opening, but it doesn't blow your mind.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's nothing sort of complicated about this scent. This is really lavender and clary sage heavy in the opening, and if you enjoy lavender, then I feel you are going to enjoy this scent. I know this, to some guys, are going to come across as something that is too simple or too sort of generic and boring, but I actually enjoy this take on lavender and that sort of aromatic heavy kind of scent.
Yeah, and I think that those who might think that this is boring maybe likes completely different kinds of scents, but there are a lot of guys who really loves this simple, fresh, aromatic, woody kinds of fragrances because they are so easy to use and so easy to wear.
So yeah, not a complicated kind of opening. Let's move to the dry down.
Yes.
How do you feel about that one?
This is not as fresh as in the opening, but other than that, I think that the scent is just about the same.
Yeah, to me, we still have that lavender, we still have that clary sage.
Yeah.
So you have that aromatic thing going on, but right here, right now, it really feels like there's something woody together with that aromatic side.
Yes.
Now there's a dose of vetiver in there as well, but to my nose, it's not a prominent dose of vetiver.
No, this is not about the vetiver at all, but I do think that many fragrances like this, and when I say that I mean fragrances like Y and Sauvage, they often have vetiver, but they are not vetiver heavy.
Yeah.
But I think that vetiver in this mix is often kind of nice.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on like occasions, versatility, seasons?
Yeah, as we said, both of us, that this is very versatile. It's very easy to use. You can really use it to work, you can use it going out or going just doing something fun. But I would say that even though you can use this to a date, because the person you're meeting will definitely think that you smell nice.
Yeah.
But if I were going on a date, I would choose something with a bit more personality. However, this really is a safe fragrance. So if you are meeting someone and you don't know what they like, you can put this on and they will think you smell good. And when it comes to seasons, this works all year round. I think it's not that strong, I think. So maybe in the winter time, it won't be the one that makes you stand out or get noticed, but you can use it all year round.
So my thoughts on occasions, versatility, and seasons. Occasions, I mean, you can use this whenever you want something that's sort of aromatic and woody on you. This works anytime, anywhere, period. But I'm gonna agree with you that if you are going on a date, I do think you can find something with a bit more personality to it and something that maybe is just sexier, let's put it that way. So use it whenever you want. Use it to work, when you are going out with your friends, when you are going out to grab a drink or whatever, even to a date, even though we suggest you put on something else. So let's move on to Ralph's Club Parfum, and the notes are lavender, apple, grapefruit, clary sage, geranium, orange blossom, vetiver, Virginia cedar, patchouli, and cashmere. How do you find the opening of Ralph's Club Parfum?
This is interesting because this is also a very, very simple opening. It's fresh, it's aromatic, but there is something more to this one.
Yeah.
It's like, I think this has some kind of floral mix and you can pick up something more in the opening, and that's really nice.
Yeah, this is an opening I quite enjoy. This is basically, at least to my nose, citrus with quite a prominent dose of cardamom. So if you don't enjoy cardamom in fragrance, do not get this one. But I get citrus with cardamom, and I do feel a hint of that apple underneath it all.
Yeah.
And that sort of brings out, it makes it more nuanced and a bit more exciting. Really nice.
Yeah, really. But I do have to ask you, is there actually anyone who doesn't love cardamom in fragrances?
I'm not sure. And I do already, I mean, just a few minutes into the dry down, I can already pick up on the lavender and the clary sage in this
Yes.
one. And to me, it feels like it's that part that really makes me think of the original. So they
Yeah.
sort of kept that part and maybe a bit of the woodiness and just added layers and layers and layers to it.
Yes. So this really resembles the original in the opening, but it definitely has more to it. It is, as you say, more nuanced. It's a bit deeper, somehow darker in a way. And I think it's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the original is really good, but they just made this a bit more interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I think the opening is a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed the original for its simplicity,
Yes.
but I actually enjoy the opening of Ralph's Club Parfum a lot more. Simply because it got way more layers to it. It has something aromatic, a bit of that lavender, and then that hint of something fruity sweet. It's really nice, and I do believe that, I mean, the original had an opening that I believe most people will enjoy.
Yeah.
But even more so with Ralph's Club Parfum.
Yes.
So let's move on to the dry down of Ralph's Club Parfum. Please do share how you find it.
It also has, I think, a better dry down because this is richer, it's deeper, it feels more nuanced,
Yeah.
it's way more interesting, and this I would consider using on a date. But still, just like the original, you can really use this kind of scent to any occasion.
So to me, the dry down is really, the dry down is really nice in a way that sort of doesn't blow my mind. It just smells good, but it's nothing that's like crazy unique or anything.
No.
This one just works, and to my nose, it still has that aromatic, prominent sort of aromatic side to it.
Yeah.
But the woody side of it has grown in intensity. So it's
Yeah, you're
basically
right.
woody aromatic, and it also feels like the apple in some ways, or that sort of a fruitiness in the background has grown a bit in intensity as well, but it's still sort of tucked in behind the rest of the notes.
Yeah, it
really
is.
nice, really easy to wear, smells great. Most people will most definitely enjoy this one on you.
Yes, and I think that even if both you and I are not blown away by it, this is a really good fragrance.
Yeah.
And it's the kind of fragrance that I think every man should have at least one of in his collection. And it could be like YSLY, it could be a Sauvage fragrance, or this one. They are, to me, in the same category, and every man needs something like that.
Yeah.
So if you already have the original, do you think it's necessary to get the Parfum as well?
Okay, that's actually a really good question. So here are my thoughts on that. If you prefer something that is more simple, like aromatic and woody, then really go for the original.
Yeah.
That's how I think about
Yeah.
it. But if you are someone who enjoys something with sort of a more personality to it, that has an aromatic side, that has a woody side, and a bit of sweetness to just make it a bit more, at least according to me, and I guess to a lot of people as well, more exciting,
Yeah.
then go for Parfum. So that's sort of how I think about that. So in a way, no, I do not think you need both of them.
No.
Just go for whichever sort of a scent profile you enjoy the most. But if you are someone who enjoys scents like YSLY EDP, that's sort of an aromatic and in some ways sort of a nuanced sense,
Yeah.
with different sort of a size to it, then I think you will enjoy the Parfum more than the original.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
So what are your thoughts on seasons, occasions, versatility, stuff like that?
I would say probably just about the same as the original. This is a bit more deep, so it will do better in the winter time, but just as the original, this is not your typical or perfect kind of winter scents. I think you should have something maybe more spicy, woody, warmer, richer in the winter time. But you can really use this to any occasion. It's impossible to say anything else.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, just like the original, use it whenever you want. It's that simple, and you just can't go wrong with it. Use it to work, use it when you are going on a date. This one actually works better on a date because it's just a bit more exciting. As for seasons, use it throughout the year. Yes, even on summers, you can use it wintertime as well.
Definitely.
Just don't expect it to cut through that super cold winter air in a fantastic way. So in a nutshell, use it whenever, wherever. So a quick sort of a comparison and recap. The original is basically aromatic and woody, and this is something that, at least to me, is very much focused on lavender together with something woody. This one feels really simple, but simple done right, I would say.
Yes.
Use this to pretty much any occasion and you will smell good to a lot of people. This one reminds me of the original, so it really feels like they built Parfum on top of the original, but they made it a lot more exciting by adding a lot more layers to it. So this one just feels more exciting in pretty much every single way. This one in a way reminds me of YSLY, EDP, those kinds of scents. So if you enjoy those kinds of scents, this is the one to go for. If you prefer something a bit more sort of a bare bones, then go for Ralph's Club.
So I really agree on everything you said, and I actually going to answer my own question as well. So if you have Ralph's Club, the original, do you need the Parfum? I would say no.
So it's time. If you could only choose one of these, which one would it be and why?
I would go with the Parfum because I always enjoy, or mostly enjoy, those deeper and richer kinds of scents, and this is way more interesting than the original. Both are really good, both are mass appealing, versatile. You can buy these as a gift to anyone. But if you want something that will make you smell a bit more special, go with the Parfum.
Yeah, and I agree. I mean, both of these are scents you can use whenever, wherever, and I do believe most people are going to enjoy both of these on you. But I think Parfum is just more exciting. It has more nuances to it, it has more layers to it, and it just feels like a better scent to me. So I recently did a review of Ralph's Club Parfum. I'm gonna link to that one above, so please do check it out. Now I would love to know how you feel about these two and which one you would choose if you could only choose one. So please do put it in the comments. Please do like this video. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you head on over to Sandra Solomon Fragrance's channel. Subscribe to her, subscribe to me, and I'll see you in the next one.